Yo.
Hey.
So.
Welcome to the laundry room. It's our second episode. My name's Nicole.
And I'm Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Hi, Nicole. As you can see this distortion in my face. I'm going to explain it every time this happens. I'm going to explain the distortion.
That is impressive because y'all keep sending him charitable organization requests to donate to your charities.
Hey, yeah, this is Facebook. I'm going to need Facebook to stop that, though, for real. Like, seriously, please stop sending me anything on requesting me to send you charity
funds, money,
yeah,
Why?
So she tried to cover up me being honest, but I'm gonna be honest anyway. This is our third time shooting the show tonight. Yeah, third time's a charm, I hope. I have to buy a better camera so we can do this a whole lot more efficiently, and I just have not done that. So.
Well, it's a great opportunity for us to go live and you guys to be able to interact with the feed. So I'm for it.
Awesome.
I'm for it.
I don't see any interaction, but it's okay. We'll get there.
Yeah, we do. We have one viewer.
Okay, awesome.
See?
So this gripe I have with Facebook, I don't really know where your this charity money is going. So why should I pull my funds to donate to you for your birthday? Then, why should I receive extra notifications when I have not donated to donate for your birthday? Please stop. Please.
Obviously, this annoys you.
It does.
Why?
It's like the Farmville and Candy Crush notifications. Like,
Yeah.
please stop it. It's unnecessary.
Yeah.
It really is. If I wanted to donate to you or to your charity, I would just like tell me that you have a charity that you give to regularly, then I'll donate.
Okay.
Possibly.
So it sounds like you want people to do their research.
I do. I want people to do their research. I'm very careful about how I spend my money, and I think everybody else should be careful about how they spend their money too. We're asking for donations to what they say are these organizations, but it doesn't necessarily have to be so. You are turning your these funds over to Facebook. I don't want Facebook charging my card to do anything.
Oh wow! So I just thought of something. So, what are the qualifications for you to be a charitable organization on Facebook?
Right. Right. Unless it's one of the more well-known ones. And if I wanted to give to one of the more well-known ones, just go to their website and give.
Gotcha. Well, there you have it. And it's a wrap. See you next time. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Yeah, I don't like the Candy Crush invite, so I definitely, I actually haven't. I don't know if they're really effective, and if you've donated to a charitable organization via Facebook, let us know. I have not donated. It hasn't been effective marketing, in my opinion. Not to say not to donate. Just do your research and know where you're donating.
Please do your research.
And if you don't care, then hey, by all means, click the button and do something nice for someone. Anyone, it could be.
Yes, anyone it could be.
And do something nice. But yeah, I think it's important to give. I think it's important to donate your time. I think community service is definitely something that can humble you and teach you a lot of things. Volunteering is awesome, but again, just do your research. So
yeah,
that's where
I think the more charitable act should actually be, something that directly touches someone, and definitely at a time like this, which is a perfect segue into one of the bigger topics of tonight. People are distraught all over this country because for the last 32, probably, well, since we're alive today, yeah, at this point, 32 days that the government has been shut down.
Yep.
Like, that's longer than the length of a month. So people are at least a month behind on rent. Like,
yeah, they're probably going to miss this payment because most people live paycheck to paycheck.
80% of this country, in fact.
That's a huge number of people. So the government shut down, and we've got this government furlough, and if you've been living under a rock, the government has been shut down now. This is the longest running shutdown, longer than the one from the Obama administration. This is so. Let me say it correctly. This is because your president would like to build a wall between the United States and Mexico. His words were to keep out the rapists and the killers, and I would just like to say no one really wants to be held accountable for the American rapists and killers, but anyway,
this is plain extortion.
So, one, I don't think a wall will be effective. Two, I think that this is a punishment to the American people, like you said, being held hostage, right?
Right.
This is a punishment for something that we didn't even do. There are certainly and obviously a group of people who want the wall, but I don't. So I don't feel like I should have to pay for it. There are people who want a wall, let them pay for it.
Pretty much.
My thing is, if there's faith in the judicial system and law enforcement, then aren't you capturing the bad guys anyway? But whatever. So just wanted to say, to send my thoughts and prayers out with the families who are actually in furlough, who have, there's some people that have their two household incomes that actually have two people who work for the federal government that are out of work at this time. And I was saying before that I wanted to say how honorable it was for the churches and other organizations that have reached out to the government workers who are unable to put gas in their tank, who have to decide between paying the rent or the mortgage and putting food on the table for their kids, who are just basically struggling because of all of this. I don't think it's fair. And I definitely think that it's like a cold and heartless thing to do.
Definitely
right?
cold. Definitely heartless.
Yeah, and then it's important to note that it's not all of the people who have been affected by the government furlough, but there are so many people who have been affected by the government furlough that it's a significant shift in our day-to-day. So we're at about check 2 for the government workers. And people were already complaining. There have been marches in front of the White House. There's been people protesting, letters to the president. I've seen a long line wrapped around one of the offices through the news in the White House, just people complaining about that they're unable to pay their bills. There are people now seeking employment other places in order to pay their bills. I was saying also, if people who can do things like Lyft or something like that to earn extra money on the side, at least they're able to have some source of income if they choose to do something like that to provide for their family. So that's awesome. There's some other things that are going on with DC government. The mayor is trying to have federal workers be paid unemployment while they're out so that they're able to contribute to the household. But I think it's just heartless. It's just truly just heartless. And that's how it comes off, and that's how it's seen. But again, there's this huge group of people who voted who are in favor of the wall, and subsequently are in favor of the shutdown, and who have voted for the president that is in the office right now. And surely people want answers.
And they deserve answers. They truly deserve answers. The fear mongering that pretty much got us here, it's unacceptable. It's unbecoming of a president of the United States of America. Like when you go from Bush to, in the craziness that he brought into this country, to 8 years of I'm not gonna say Barack Obama was perfect. He was a man. I mean, we're all flawed. But he was a great president. He took a country that was just about bankrupt and probably still out bankrupt, and was starting and was starting to make America lucrative again, from the car industry to the car industry had a big part in that. The unemployment rate, diving, which some other people like to take credit for, but but he would never have done anything like this. And I remember having a conversation with someone, and they were talking about or comparing the shutdown during Obama's term to this shutdown, and it's, you can't compare the two. Obama never shut down the government. The government was shut down because the Republicans that opposed him shut the government down because they couldn't come to a resolution over the health care bill. We have a president who is actively tweeting that there's basically no end in sight to this shutdown. And you're extorting the American people this way. Like, it's absolutely crazy.
He said for the next 2 years, all he's going to talk about is this wall. This wall. So someone's got to come to an agreement of something. And you know what was alarming to me? That in the beginning, he was sitting down with Nancy Pelosi and someone else, I forget the gentleman's name, it escapes me. And he basically said he doesn't care to take money from the military or the elderly. He's getting his wall. And I was like, dang, he is cutthroat.
He is. I mean, I personally feel like he has some sort of company, or somehow he gets some sort of benefit out of this wall being built, some sort of personal gain. And it's like, to bully the American people into this is disgusting.
It is.
And I'll give the reference, that I gave before in an earlier conversation about this, and it goes back to Kendrick Lamar's "To Pimp a Butterfly" album, where he talks about, or metaphorically talks about, the ground opening up and swallowing people, and the ground representing the poor people. Eventually, it's going to get to that point where the poor are just going to, stop taking the crumbs that the rich, give out, and really go after, their riches. It's either, everybody has it or nobody has it. And I would hate for our country to get to that point. But when you have a tyrant, or, that wants to take freedom out of a country that has been free for all of these years, this is what happens.
Yeah.
This is what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. So I would encourage you to reach out to any resources that are available if you're currently in this situation. Your local church, food banks, things of that nature. Call your mortgage company. Ask them if they can defer your payments and not report it to your credit bureau. This is an awful time to talk about budgeting, but I'm sure in this moment that there are many people going through their finances and budgeting about what's important, what's not important. And hopefully something good will come out of it, where there's something that catapults you into your future. That's great. But yeah, my heart goes out to anyone who's been furloughed right now.
What I'll try to do is somewhere under this video or something, I'll try to tag and link
in organizations
all the
that
organizations that are helping people out
absolutely.
during this time.
I think that'd be helpful. Yeah. So since we're unhappy with the current organization or administration,
Let's look forward.
I'm voting for everyone black.
Awesome. Y'all planning to vote for everyone black too.
Right. So we wanted to touch base on the up and coming 2020 presidential election. There are many people who have already started campaigning and putting in their bid for the 2020 presidential election, including the current president, who put in his bid the same day he was inaugurated.
I don't care. You're not going coming back.
We have a few people, and what I'm most excited about is the diversity that's included with the people who are running. So it's not like the last time when Hillary was running and up against Trump, and during the beginning, I was like, I just keep watching this debate, hoping that there's someone I can cheer for, right? Like, that's what we wanted. Right. I just kept saying, so when is Superman going to show up and save us? And now I'm extremely excited about the candidates who have put in their bid so far, and the people who have talked about putting in their bid but haven't quite started yet. So, why don't you kick it off? Who's running for president in 2020?
Shoot, I didn't write all their names down, but
there
I did.
There are a few people.
There are
a lot of people, notable, so we're not going to highlight all of them.
Yeah. I did note that there were 4 women that were running for president. There's one Asian man, last name Yang. He's a tech developer that's running for president, as well as a Hispanic.
Man, Castro.
His name is Castro.
I'm not mad. Anybody come with policies that are better for the people, and at least someone could at least get the people together. I don't think we all have to agree on everything, but I definitely think it's important for us not to feel divided.
Yeah. So we are all excited about. I'm gonna say her name right this time. Kamala Harris.
Yes. Senator from California.
Awesome. A couple other notable names that I really appreciate seeing when Cory Booker.
New Jersey. I'm a Cory Booker fan. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yes. Also, our former Vice President, Joe Biden.
Save us. Please.
A former Democratic nominee from 2016, Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, I'm for it. You should have voted for him in the first place.
Really though, and the last one that he was really popular during the 2018 primaries, but he lost to Ted Cruz, Mr. Beto O'Rourke.
Yep. That's Beto. Yeah, I saw that he's from Texas too.
Yes.
I'm excited about all those people, but I think what I'm more so excited about is that there's some diversity amongst the candidates. I want to throw a couple people in that I heard were that I know is running. Elizabeth Warren is running. She's been great, and then I've heard that Andrew Gillum out of Florida is actually going to be running. He lost the governor election in Florida, but I heard that he's going to be running for president come 2020, and I was excited to hear. I was very excited to hear about that. So there are a few other people who are running that I wanted to make note of, because I think some of these people have run before. Like we said, Beto's in that group of people.
Yes. Elizabeth
Warren's in there. I read about Andrew and Joe Biden. I think when we heard Joe Biden, we were like, God, yes.
Please.
And Cory Booker, I was really...
Foreign relations are horrible at this moment. Like, if I had another Russia anything, I think I would scream. But,
yeah. Actually, you may have listed all of them. I think you've listed most of the people that I had in here too. I know everybody wants someone to run. I actually don't mind if Stacey Abrams takes the stage and
She-
does her best to
please do
unite
something.
us. I'm not mad at that either. But yeah, in other news, I'm voting for everyone black.
So what I'll do with this video as well, at the bottom of it, I'll also link the New York Times article where I got the listing of like who's running, who's thinking about running. I mean, I didn't include those people who I wouldn't even care to vote for, but you know, that is what it is.
As long as we don't go through that whole debacle of like the Papa John's guy and a few other ones, like not Ted Cruz. What was the other guy's name? I think he was a Ted as well, but he was from Texas too, and his family owned a plantation. I'm just not in for the mess. I'm just not in for the mess. I'm just really not in for the mess. But I'm very excited about the candidates who have been who have announced that they're going to be running. So I think we can be hopeful for the future. I just am concerned because most people don't know that primary elections are very crucial towards the presidential elections, and these electoral votes are really what's, deciding who's going to be the president. So if you didn't vote the last time,
please vote.
I would encourage you to vote, but also to get familiar with your local people who are in office and have an understanding of what they stand for and the policies they stand behind and how they affect you and your family and your neighborhood, so that at least you know you're supporting someone who supports someone else that would be in your favor. That's my advice.
I second that.
Awesome. So if you have not, this is our second episode, but we do have episode 1 up on YouTube under the laundry room.
Yes.
So if you would, please check that out. Let us know what you think. This is episode number 2, and we'll be back with more in the future. In the comment section, let us know if there's anything you would like us to talk about that may be affecting you. If you want to post anything that may be helpful for the people who are furloughed workers of the government, that would be a resource to them. And who are you excited about that's running for president in 2020? Let us know.
Yes, please. And if you can't get to the comment section of YouTube, you can also put it somewhere on my Facebook page. It's fine. Just don't send me any more birthday donate to my charity invites. I could just do without them.
Yay.
Sorry. See you guys next week.
All right, bye.
Peace. Let it stay on her until I figure out how to stop this. Okay, what are you doing?
I don't know, but if you could take it off of me because I get really nervous when stuff like this happens.